one, I like the shirt.
Oh,
That's
thank
great.
you. Yeah.
Yeah,
They won.
they did. They nearly didn't have it. They nearly didn't have it.
How dare you? They always had it.
Hey, that's the truth, man. They nearly did not have it. But
They lose one time and all of a sudden they don't have it.
they didn't lose one time.
Was I don't know.
They were on the 6th game, so that means they lost 2 times.
It was tied. That's right.
Yeah. And then they wait, no. Yeah, because then they had the third. They got the third win over there still, and then they came here. Then that's when they got the last win.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about my cup?
I mean, it's a odd cup.
It's pretty cool though. It's one of my favorite.
What is that? Deadpool.
Deadpool, man. If I could identify
Yeah.
with any superhero out of all the superheroes, I used to really love the Hulk, right? And I still do. I still
Why?
do. The Hulk is dope.
You're small.
Yeah, exact, but I always liked his strength, right? His power. He's just a beast. But then, really looking at Deadpool's personality, how he is, and all that, I'm like, man, I really identify with him. I feel like
that's really you.
I could be the next Deadpool. I should get casted.
I still think you're too short though. You could be little Pool.
Most definitely. I could be like the little comic guy, right?
Oh, there you go.
That pops out.
I guess.
Yeah.
You could be the little Pool, little South Pool. How you been, man?
I've been alive, that's for sure.
You been alive?
More alive than I was when I was dying that one day. Man, that was crazy, man. I'm still remembering it. I'm still remembering.
On that?
It's like I'm always living it.
Why?
It was crazy, man.
Leave it alone.
Almost felt like I was dying, man.
I noticed your wall. Oh, there's nothing on your wall, Sal. Yeah, take a sip of that coffee.
Oh yeah, I gotta stay awake because we got a great show today.
Oh yeah,
we got a good one.
Is it about your wall not having our logo on it?
We can't talk. The wall would not be that interesting if we made the show about my wall.
Well,
we literally just talk about a guitar, a clock, and that's it.
I'm telling you right now. In the near future, when you're not here, I'm turning the whole wall into a vinyl of our logo.
Sure. I'm knocking it down and putting up a brand new wall. And I'm making sure you never come in here ever again.
Why are you hating on our show, man? Why are you hating on our logo? Look, we'll put some magnets up.
I'm not hating on it. It just doesn't go on my wall, man.
Why doesn't it go on your wall?
Because this is my personal home. This is my home. It's not my studio. It's not the...
Look, as a random... Look, you get the microphones in here. It's a studio.
No. No, you got it wrong. Hey, did you go to the parade?
No, I wasn't even in Houston.
You weren't invited?
They don't like me. They had too many people there already. They said, nah, we meet the limit. I was working out of town this week, so.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
You missed it.
I did miss it.
It was a great parade.
Did you go?
I was out there.
No, you didn't.
Acting a fool.
You went.
I partied with Paul Wall and Slim Thug.
Now I know you're lying.
And the Boss Hog Outlaws or whatever they're called.
Yeah. Hey, Mattress Mac.
How about that, man?
He's a great guy, isn't he?
So one of the things that was mentioned about Mattress Mac that I have to say I agree with is, he's this dude that's been doing it for a while when it comes to the mattress business.
Yeah.
And he's just banking it every year. It's like he doesn't know how to lose, right? But anytime there has been anything happening, in the city, a disaster or whatever, he always helps out.
Oh, yeah.
He always helps out a great deal. They mentioned that on one of the reports I was watching for the news when they did the parade. And I was like, you know what? That's actually true. That guy always does give. And it's not like, I gave $100,000. No, he gives big stacks.
Yeah.
So.
You didn't give him the key to Houston.
Yeah, man.
You think that key opens up any doors? And then, yeah, you would take a sip when I ask you a question.
Possibly could open any door. Isn't that crazy? Like, nobody knows Mattress Mac's personal life, right?
Crazy.
Like, I don't know what he does outside of what you see.
Probably sells dope.
Like, he probably does some pretty sus stuff.
He's probably a kingpin somewhere.
Yeah, no, he probably does some really sus stuff. Like, he's probably like a mafia guy and we don't even know it.
Hey, maybe. Who knows? He's at the partying with Slim Thug and Paul Wall.
You know what I'm saying?
Almost said Paul Walker.
Probably had... Oh, man, why you gotta...
I know.
And it's almost December.
That's right. That's when he passed.
That's when he passed.
Anyway, back to matches.
Anyways, rest in peace, Paul Walker.
We gotta get back on whatever it is we're talking about here.
Just the fact that a lot of these people that they make a lot of money, like Mattress Mac, it's like, man, you don't even know what they do behind closed doors, which is fair, right?
Yeah, we don't need to know.
What does it matter? Like, hopefully it's nothing crazy.
No.
Nothing that's like, man, that guy's tripping. But
he's probably asleep right now.
Probably. No, he's not.
No,
he's master planning out what's his next way of getting money.
I thought you were gonna say he's masturbating. Oh, that's weird.
He probably is. I don't know that.
He's too old for that.
Hey, man. The pill, bro.
He's a great guy though. He does a lot for Houston. They give him the key instead of Joel Osteen.
They gave the key to Joel Osteen?
Yeah, the guy that
Who gave him the keys?
Apparently Houston gave him the key.
I never consented to this. This is ridiculous.
You were probably out of town that day.
I probably was. I would have had a lot to say had they
I know
said,
you would.
Sal, we're thinking about giving the keys to the city to Joel Osteen. Do you approve? I'd slap a big hell no on there. A hell you will.
Something about the mayor gave him the key because apparently he did a lot, which he didn't do anything for anybody.
He didn't do more than Mattress Mac, I guarantee you that.
No way. Mattress Mac opened up all his stores.
Yeah.
And said, hey, you sleep on these beds. Don't worry about the beds. I got them.
Yeah.
And Joel Osteen didn't want to open up that gigantic building because to let people
The
in.
mayor gave him the keys to the city for a different reason.
Unless he gave him the wrong set of keys.
No, they're in bed together. I'm sure of it. And he gave him the keys to the city and to his room. That's what he did.
They're in cahoots.
They're in cahoots. I'm sure of it.
Maybe those are the wrong keys.
Maybe.
Maybe it wasn't the key to Houston. It was key to just janitor keys that he found on the street.
Satan's house.
Maybe. Who knows? I mean, what kind of pastor owns a $10 million, $20 million house?
I'm wrong for that one. I know I am. But it was there. I had to take it.
Man, it is what it is when it comes to him, huh? Just don't talk about Keanu Reeves or Mattress Mac.
Keanu Reeves is another guy that seems... I think recently there was some kind of conflict between... Well, I don't want to escalate the conflict. There might have been just
Are you talking about the
disagreement. Yeah.
I know. I saw
So what
that.
was the deal with that? I guess Keanu Reeves said something that was kind of... I don't know. Because I know Matthew Perry supposedly suffers like a stroke or...
he's all messed up.
Yeah.
He's been doing drugs and alcoholic since he was like 14. So he's like, what's going on over there? What are you doing? Look at you.
Adjust myself.
Why? You do that before the show. You don't do that.
I could do it whenever I want.
But you don't want to put a logo on the wall.
No, because I can do whatever I want. Part of the not me doing whatever I want is me wanting to not do anything with my wall.
Anyway, back to the Perry, to that guy. I know he was an alcoholic and did a lot of drugs when he was like 14 or something like that. And that all just caught up to him. And I know during the show when he was on Friends, he was like coked up like 90% of the time.
What?
So then he kind of like really lost touch with all the co-stars, really because of it. But yeah, I mean, what he said was like upsetting because I was like, really, dude? Keanu, you're gonna say that by him? He's the nicest guy in the world. Like, he doesn't own a mansion. He owns a decent, like, just a regular house, and still takes the subway.
Yeah.
And but I don't know. Apparently he was just in the interview he pretty much just said it as if like it just came to him. He just said a name, and his name just happened to pop up in his head.
Who said a name? Keanu?
What?
Keanu said a name, or
no? Matthew Perry. Where are you at?
He said a name, which was Keanu Reeves.
What?
He mentioned Keanu Reeves.
He thought about Keanu Reeves' name during the interview, and he just said it.
But what did he say?
That how can they take River Phoenix and Heath Ledger, but they still let Keanu Reeves walk the earth? Something like that.
How can they take Heath Ledger? As far as drugs?
No, just as far as dead people. Because you know how River Phoenix, who's the brother of Joaquin Phoenix, he passed away.
Okay, Joaquin Phoenix, the other guy that followed in with the Joker part, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The latest Joker, which he did a good job at that, actually.
Yeah.
And Heath Ledger, with the old overdose, And so he's pretty much saying, you know, how can they take them two, but they still leave Keanu Reeves walking? Essentially, pretty much saying, why you? I mean, I can't make this any more clearer, Sal. Like, why is he?
Well, no, okay. So, okay, I know what you're saying. I understand. Both these people he mentioned, like,
do you know who they are?
Yeah. The Phoenix guy.
The Phoenix.
And then Heath Ledger. Okay,
is the most iconic
right.
Joker.
They passed away. This is the deal, right?
Yes.
But where I'm getting confused is when I'm hearing the word they. How can they take these people?
It's just, you know,
who is they?
He was probably coked up on the Illuminati. I don't know.
It. See what I mean? Like, we got to know these things. I need to know. Because
you want to call him?
I wish if I had his number, I would call him.
I know you would.
And I'd be like, dude, can you get up off the pills for a day or so you can clear out who is they?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Maybe he's the next one to go.
Maybe that's why he's the way he is. Maybe he's exposing everything now.
Well,
who knows? I just hope they don't take Keanu. That's all I hope.
They can't.
He ain't do nothing to nobody.
They can't take him.
He's a nice guy.
You've seen him on what's it called? The movie.
He's been in a lot of movies, so you gotta be more specific.
The one about the dog.
Oh my! John Wick.
Oh
my God!
You seen him on John Wick? Can't take him, man. Man's immortal.
Does his own stunts, man.
See what I'm saying? Matthew Perry can't do his own stunts. He could
He
barely stand.
Can he walk? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know that guy.
But yeah, that word "they" is what trips me. It's like, who is they? Who is this guy talking about?
The Illuminati, Sal.
I mean,
and why is a simple word like "they" tripping you up? It's just
because that's like if I told you, well, hey man, you know what? I was talking to him the other day, and he told me that he doesn't like your face. You'd be like, well, who is he? And you would be in your right, because it's like, well, who's talking about you? Well, who's they? Who is they that's taking people?
I don't know. You have to call the Perry guy.
Is he talking about the pharmaceuticals
I don't know.
companies? Is that what he's talking about? Because nobody told him to drink all those pills.
You don't drink pills, Sal.
Chop them up and snort them. I don't know what he was doing, sticking it up his butthole.
Whoa. This is a semi-friendly. It's not that friendly show. It's really not. Hey, man, we need to get some guests on here.
It's not. I'm talking about Matthew Perry sticking drugs up his butt.
That guy is crazy. Look, I'll ask my sister-in-law because she knows that, or she saw or read about the interview, and she gave me the 411 on that.
Yeah, sister-in-law, comment, fill us in on this because I need to know who they is. Those.
Those.
I need pronouns or nouns, whatever.
I just need someone.
Adjectives.
See, this is why we can't break 100 views anymore, because you're making jokes like that.
Which videos got the most views?
The first two.
I'm just saying. I didn't prep nothing for that. I said, let's sit down and communicate. Let's see what happens.
We kind of did for the second one, though.
A little bit.
It was a general, though.
It was a little. We did it a little less than the first one. The first one was for sure. We just right, and then whatever happened.
Yeah, but we got a lot of criticism though from the
and
first one.
And that's fine. They still watched it.
Look, as long as I gotta corral you back into whatever this story you're talking about, then we're good.
And I'm cool with that. Which right now we're on the Matthew Perry thing.
Man, I forgot we were on that.
Because I mean,
I thought we were done.
Well, okay. I thought we were still on. We're
anyway,
saying we want sister-in-law to clarify this.
Okay, I thought I thought we were done.
Yeah, because there's two. We don't even know.
No.
How many pronouns there are. And they is just...
Hey, man, who knows who they are?
You know what I'm saying? Again, if he's talking about the pharmaceutical companies, nobody made him take drugs.
Nah.
Nobody did.
No.
Right? The same as other... I did not.
You sure?
No. I wouldn't tell him that.
Okay.
I liked him on Friends. He was probably the funniest guy on Friends.
Yeah.
Another character that I feel like on Friends, right? Another character that I feel like I identify with the most, Chandler.
You do cocaine?
No.
Oh, okay.
But Chandler didn't do cocaine.
You sure?
Matthew Perry did.
He smoked a lot of cigarettes in the show.
In the show?
Yeah. Wasn't he like a
So in the show, he was like a recovering
cigarette guy or something like that?
tobacco user. And then he quit, right? So and then he picks up in certain episodes, he picks it up here and there or whatever. And I guess that episode was kind of, or those episodes were kind of taking from, his actual life, right? Because he was, I guess, off and on with the drugs.
Yeah, he wasn't in a whole lot of stuff though. It was like Friends, and then he was in like in one or two movies, and then he just fell off.
Yeah, but I feel like that was kind of the story with a lot of them, minus Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston was
Did you say mindless?
Minus.
Oh, okay.
Because everybody else was kind of like, you saw them on Friends, and that was where like, oh, that girl or that guy from Friends, right? Mm-hmm. If you see them on anything else, it's like, okay, that guy, that girl from Friends, and then you don't really. Maybe Courtney Cox became pretty famous with the Scream.
Oh yeah,
the Scream movies.
Was that before or after Friends?
That was
or middle
during, I think. Yeah, during Friends.
She doesn't look good now. She has Botox.
Well, she did a lot of freaking surgery stuff, and that was pretty interesting because she came in an interview where she was saying like, I was trying to keep up with, like, I was aging. Obviously, it's inevitable. We're gonna age. It's like
you're aging right now.
We're aging every second of the day. It's just like my favorite one of my favorite comedians, Bill Burr, said, "You're not getting screwed. All right." It's okay to be 35 and look 35. It's okay to be 40 and look 40, 50. Yeah. And why do you need to look at age in between 51 and 52?
I don't know. I'll tell you right now, when I turn 30, I want a blow-up party.
A blow what?
What? No. What is wrong with you?
A blow-up party?
No, I don't want blow-up dolls on my party, Sal. That's weird.
So, yeah, this party's dope. Yeah, man. Ruben had a lot of blow-ups in that party, bro.
What are you talking about? Shit, dude. He had one blow up in there. Boy.
Whoa, dude. I mean, it was like.
Damn. What's wrong with you, man? No.
I put cocaine in my coffee.
You got it from Matthew Perry?
Matthew Perry sent it to me.
He sent you the pure stuff?
Via kite.
He's going to sue us now.
I don't give a damn.
He's not going to get nothing, though.
He's not.
Anyway,
Matthew Perry, I will send you drugs if you do not sue me.
What's wrong with you?
Oh man.
What?
So back to the thing with we're talking about kind of within this realm of Friends, right?
I forget what we're talking about.
So she mentioned that the whole reason why there was all these surgeries she had done to her. And it was interesting because she mentioned as like, I did it little by little. She's like, I didn't do nothing extreme in one jump, right? Like it was like bits and pieces at a time. And she was like, I did it because I wanted to keep up with, I'm getting older, but I want to stay looking young and to stay being remembered as the same youthful person you saw in Friends. Because when they started, I think they were like early 20s.
I think Jennifer Aniston was like late teens. Wasn't she? Or early 20s.
I think they were all like early. They
were in their 20s.
Yeah, they were all super young.
Yeah.
So she wanted to maintain that same, look. But it's like, I mean, you're doing a show for 10 years. You're not going to, and it's okay, right? As the show was viewed, the creators of it said, we wanted to create the show to where it was just like real life friends, right? Where when you have your friends and you have a time span where you know your friends, let's say 5-10 years, you grow alongside each other, right? You progress. There's that word again. You progress, right? Which is what they did. Like they started in a certain place, right? Rachel, Jennifer Aniston's character, started, in the Central Perk, making coffee and all that, and then at the end of the show, she's like this major fashion type person that works for, what was it?
Wasn't that like Ralph Lauren or something?
Ralph Lauren or Louis Vuitton or I don't know, something like that. But basically she was like...
Or Macy's.
Somewhere that makes clothes. But she was major in her career, right? Yeah. And the same thing with Ross throughout. He progressed in his career as a paleontologist. Chandler, nobody knew what he did, but he was always getting more money, right?
Oh yeah, he was winning like some accountant or something like that.
Yeah, and then Monica was off and on jobs at the beginning, and then she worked for like a really 5-star famous restaurant, and she was a great chef and all that.
Yeah.
Joey, off and on in jobs too, and then later he's a movie actor and all that good stuff.
Was he? I don't know.
I think the only one that didn't do anything that was like, oh man, that's major was, I think, Phoebe.
Yeah.
But, you know, she was kind of like the oddball of the friends or whatever. But, so the point why they said this is what we want to do with our show is, you know, this showing this friendship and as how they all progress in life, and as you should, right?
Yeah.
So it's okay. I feel like, why not run with, this is what the show's about. Let people see you progress through your age as well within your career of this show.
Yeah.
Instead of, oh, I want to stay looking like Monica in the first episode. Like, it's okay. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
We know you're gonna get old. It's fine.
You don't ever age. I've known you for almost 4 years and you look the same.
Well, I drink baby blood pretty often.
Don't say that. What's wrong with you? This is why I can't do this with you.
I'm just kidding, people.
You sure? What's in that cup, Sal?
Jesus. Coffee.
No, okay.
Cocaine and baby blood. Just kidding.
All right. It's enough with the cocaine, Sal.
No, but so, and I really, I mean, I think it kind of sucks that Matthew Perry is in the situation he's in. I wish him better. I really do.
Yeah.
Jokes aside, I really do wish that guy better. And
I mean, he was a good actor. I mean,
he's a great actor for sure.
You know, it's just terrible that all the stuff he did, you know, in his youth and during Friends, it all just finally caught up to him. You know, it's what it's like they say, you do drugs when you're younger, it'll catch up to you eventually.
Yeah,
you know,
especially if you stay doing it
for as long as he did.
Yeah, so, but that's not new for Hollywood.
No.
You know, you see a bunch of that stuff. Look at Demi Lovato.
Hollywood's evil. It's an evil place.
What's that one song by Post Malone?
I don't know.
Hollywood is bleeding.
He has a lot of great songs.
That dude's pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
That's another one of the guys that, hey, man, he might have his stuff going on that's, I don't know.
You know what I found out?
Eh.
He has a kid.
But what? Post Malone has a kid?
I could be wrong, though.
Is his kid... Wait, no, he's Post Malone.
Yeah.
So what would his kid be?
Past Malone.
No, because he's Future Malone.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Anyway, what were you talking about, Demi Lovato?
Another one that, you know, has struggled with, you know, drug substances.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Especially when she was on Disney.
Huge. And you I feel like with her, it's always the story, like, I'm going to quit and I'm not going to, oh, no. And, like, she keeps relapsing.
Yeah.
And I get it. You know, I
mean, it's easy to relapse.
It's a struggle. I get it. You know, you get it. That's why it's called an addiction. It's not called sometimes I do it. It's an addiction. So.
It's the same way with you and alcohol.
Exactly. It's the same thing with alcoholism, right? It's an addiction. Sometimes you drink just because you can drink. It's not really, you know, oh, well, and there's not any enjoyment to it, right?
Yeah.
There is. But point being is there's a responsible way to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean go crazy and when you don't remember stuff, you're regretting it the next day, or you can't get up, you can't do jack squat.
Yeah.
So, hey, I mean, if you can drink and be responsible, that's cool. Do it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can.
I don't think so either. Well, I know a couple people that are pretty responsible with their drinks. Okay. You know, they have their good amount. They're like, yeah, no, I'm good. You know, they're chill, they're easygoing. But addictions are crazy, but I think more so in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, big time. I mean, they need a way, you know, to, I guess, calm themselves, I guess. You know, with everything going on with them, remembering scripts or whatever. I'm sure they got agents and producers.
I think they just get sucked into the system of things, of how Hollywood has functioned for so long.
But think about it, some shoots, I mean, they gotta be up 24 hours or so just to shoot good scenes. You know, they could shoot one scene for 14 hours, and you're gonna get a little tired. You know, you need to get your little bump in to stay awake. You know, that's really how it starts.
I mean, I get it, but I think ultimately that's not the way to go. Because
No.
I mean, you can see it so clearly how unhealthy it is in many aspects, right? Not just health wise, in mental wise,
Oh yeah.
but relationship wise. You affect so much within you being addicted to that kind of stuff, and I feel like a lot of not just celebrities, but people in general that use or addicted to substances lead probably a pretty lonely life.
Yeah,
I would
pretty much.
imagine they
'Cause,
don't really,
well, think about it.
you know,
They hurt everyone around them because they rather be on whatever it is they're on
right.
rather than getting help. All they see is I want this drug, or I want this drink, or I want this. And then when their family tries to help, they bite them like a corner dog. So it's like yeah, man, addiction is a rough thing to go through.
And I think, speaking honestly, um, being that we're on the subject, I feel like that's something that personally, with me, right, my alcoholism affected me in that way, where I probably lost some good friends um, that, were actual friends. And I probably lost them because I wanted the bottle. I wanted to be drinking. Like, if I wasn't drinking, it wasn't cool, right?
Yeah.
That was my mentality. But now that I don't drink, I feel like I might have lost some bad friends. Right? Which is fine.
Yeah.
If you deal away with the negativity. I honestly feel like I live much more peaceful now. Like, I don't have issues anywhere.
Yeah.
So, and that's what happens with a lot of these celebrities or people that use these things. Like, you see how they have so many dilemmas and problems going on because they can't put whatever they're using down, or the many things that they're taking, they can't put it down.
Yeah.
Like, recently, a little while back, I think I saw about that girl. What's her name? Kara?
Who?
Kara.
What?
She's like a model.
Karen?
Actress.
I don't know.
That one that was in that was brought up with the whole Amber Heard and Elon Musk thing.
Cara Delevingne.
Okay, her, yeah.
Delevingne?
Delevingne.
Sister-in-law will let me know for a one
Yeah.
on it. Yeah.
So apparently she's been like something's up with her because she's been on drugs.
I've seen that ever since the whole
Yeah.
thing went down.
After that whole situation went down, it's like she's been off the wall with, like, I think medications and stuff.
Hey, man. Maybe she's, trying to, maybe someone's blackmailing her or something, and she's just trying to suppress it somehow.
But again, that's goes back to, like, the friends, the bridges that you build.
Yeah.
It doesn't, being how it was that the situation came out, it doesn't seem like she was creating good bridges with being with socialized with that person.
Yeah.
Well, we all know what we're talking about.
The Amber lady?
The Amber lady.
Okay, I got you, bro.
We won't make her more famous.
No. Because Lord knows we are huge on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, we are,
Dude,
man.
we are
Heck yeah.
we're solid on there, dude.
Well, no, I don't want her to find me.
I'm sure your wife can take her.
Here and there, I get Amber alerts and it scares me.
Are you going to get an Amber alert for
all
coming?
these Amber alerts, man. I'm tired of seeing kids getting tired of it, bro.
Well, tell the Illuminati to stop getting them.
Hey, man.
Anyway, on a more, I guess, funny or peaceful note, I recently came back from vacation not too long ago.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, when this latest episode happened, I was on vacation when you sent it to me, and you were trying to get me to stop what I was doing on the fishing boat to look at it.
Oh, you were on a fishing boat?
Yeah, I was fishing.
Oh, snaps.
We went to South Padre. It was me, my parents, and my aunt and my uncle.
How is South Padre? I haven't been there in a very long time.
Do you leave your house?
I try not to.
You're a hermit crab?
I try to.
It's nice, dude. I haven't been there in like over 10 years, and it was awesome. I still remember it, though.
Cool.
Nothing changed. It was awesome.
Nice.
Water was nice and clean, not like Galveston.
I do remember South Padre Island being much nicer than Galveston.
Yeah.
I mean, back then, not by a long shot, but it was nicer.
No, it's by a long shot. It is nicer.
Okay.
But my dad had got chartered a fishing boat, and so we went early in the morning. Me and my dad caught a couple stingrays, and I slapped both of them in honor of Steve Warren. I said, "You come back up here, it ain't gonna be good for you."
Yo, that's crazy.
This is for my boy, right? Steve. You know,
Boy, Steve,
my
man.
boy Steve, and I'd be thrown back. I thought, I slapped him. I said, "Get out of here with
I
that."
don't think that's fair, though.
Why?
Come on, man. Who goes and pokes around with these freaking... This guy... Come on. Hey, look, rest in peace to Steve, man.
Look, don't you talk nothing about bad about Steve.
Hey, man,
that's
look,
my boy.
Cool guy. He loved, God's creation and all that good business.
Yeah.
But you don't mess with stuff.
Look, that's Steve Irwin, man. You don't talk about
Yeah, and that stingray was a stingray.
I guess he messed around and found out, huh?
I guess.
Hey,
look,
don't talk about my boy Steve.
Stingray caught him. Hey, that stingray caught him slipping.
No, that's my boy Steve. Well, now all stingrays on the hit list now with everyone.
See, but that's not right, man. It's not right, man. You should. Hey,
whose side are you on?
He was on his block, right? Messing with him. So, hey,
he was just cruising on top of him, looking at him, man.
Stingray did what he had to do, man. Hey, man, people don't. Just like some people don't like being looked at. Hey, that Stingray wasn't feeling it. He's like, Maybe he thought, man, that Stingray probably like, man, your white boy gonna kill me.
No, Steve don't kill animals.
But he doesn't know that.
Well, he should have known that.
He doesn't watch the Discovery Channel.
Why are you defending the Stingray?
Because, man.
What's wrong with you?
Nobody else is gonna be defending him.
No one wants to defend the Stingray.
Innocent until proven guilty. Okay?
What?
So
he's not innocent, though.
He is.
He killed a man.
Self-defense.
Oh, my God.
He's giving him the look.
You're that guy.
I know Steve was giving him the look like, you look delicious.
He wasn't going to eat the Stingray, Sal.
He didn't get to.
God damn it, Sal. You're going to make me walk out of here, of this bootleg studio that you got in your house.
Hey, man. Free will. You're free to do what you want.
Anyway, back to my story before I get heckled by people that we are off topic.
I don't care.
I do, because I don't like being heckled at.
I love it.
Well, then I'm going to send them your way.
Send them my way.
Anyway.
Sal, you look funny. I don't care. I don't look like Courtney Cox, so I'm good.
That's true, though. She did some damage to herself.
She did. Big time.
Yeah.
She was pretty. She was very pretty. Very pretty.
Okay, we'll get to that some other time. So anyway, this vacation was much needed.
Why, man? Why?
What?
You been stressed?
I can't just take a vacation and say that it's much needed. Everyone else gets to say it.
I'm not talking to anybody else. I'm talking to you. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
We're gonna get so many views on this one. I already know. But anyway, yes. So I took a vacation. I haven't taken one in forever, which is why I said it was much needed.
Cool.
And so my dad chartered this fishing boat. Of course, caught the stingray. It was fun. We go back to the condo, and we're just, we're chilling, drinking some brewski.
The condo?
Yes, the condo.
All right. Go ahead.
What were you getting at with it?
Nowhere. I'm just asking if you were at a condo.
Not a condom, a condo.
No, I didn't say condo.
I know you're thinking.
Condo. Go ahead.
Anyway, so we're there. We're on the porch because there's a patio porch, and we're on the 4th floor, and we could see the beach and the pool and all that. And we're just up there chilling, drinking it up, and vibing. Just chilling. The wind's blowing. My beer just going everywhere. It's just flowing in the wind. And
were you drinking it or throwing it away? I don't understand.
What? What's wrong with you?
Any music playing?
Yeah.
What you have playing?
Dude, don't worry about what we have playing.
Come on, man. Whatever you listen to, man.
I think my uncle had like 80s music going.
Love it.
He's a big 80s.
I love the 80s music.
So,
great music.
Yeah, so I think he had that going. Cool. I could be wrong. But so and then my aunt, she was doing some filters or whatever. They're just messing around with filters, seeing what else just seeing what they got. And she's showing my dad one and my mom and my uncle. Now note when I tell you this little bit, that morning before we went fishing, his belt broke, so he didn't have a belt. So
ass crack showing and stuff or what?
No. Hey man, I don't know what he had going on back there. I don't look. So she's showing him, and he wants to see, and he jumps up out of the chair. Well, he jumps up, and the shorts fall.
Wow.
And he's behind my aunt, and I'm on my phone. I look good. I just look at him. I'm like, what? I was like, what? And he like just looks, and he just starts laughing. I don't know what he's trying to do. I was like, hey, I didn't know this was this kind of party. I was like, what? I said, what are you doing, man?
Oh snap! This party just got weird.
I was like, hey. I said, whoa. I said, what y'all doing? You've been on your time is your business.
Yeah, in a room.
He shouted. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if he was coming for me or my aunt. I didn't know.
Man.
But it was funny, and it was a funny thing. I mean, he just got up and they just fell down. That he just picked them back up, and he's like, "You saw that?" I was like, "Well, yeah, I was looking right at you." So yeah, I did see that. And then everyone was like, "What are you talking about?" We explained it, and everyone just started laughing. It was just funny because he shoots up out of a seat, and then all of a sudden
their shorts
I'm just glad he was wearing underwear. That's all I'm saying.
That's a good thing.
I'm just glad.
Luckily he wasn't commando.
That would have been
at
bad.
The condo.
That would have been bad if he was commando at the condo.
And you can see what I'm saying?
That would have been. Really
that would have
bad.
been terrible.
I would have had to go to therapy.
So did you guys catch any good fish out there while y'all were fishing, or what?
My dad did. He caught a lot of them. The only thing really I got was the stingray, which I was happy with because that's my second time really catching one. And for me, they're rare to catch because I don't really catch them. But I mean, they're fun to catch.
I don't even catch fish when I go fishing. So
well, because you don't leave your house.
I don't.
And you live in the middle of nowhere.
Well, even when I lived in the middle of people, I still didn't like it.
You need to move closer.
Which is strange. You've seen my personality, how I carry myself. I talk with everybody.
Yeah.
But I don't trust or like people.
That's usually how it is.
Yeah.
That's usually how it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it was a fun vacation, fun little getaway with the parents and my aunt and my uncle.
Cool.
And it was just a lot of fun, man. I liked it. That's where we saw the Astros sweep the Yankees. So we were, it was nice.
Sweep City is what they're calling us.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I got the shirt to prove it.
Yeah.
It's
I see.
Shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is nice.
Anyway, back to.
Was it catch and release while y'all were out there, or was it did y'all cook them up?
And we were trying to get some to cook them, but we weren't that lucky. We were catching fish, but it was mainly like big fish for bait because they were too bony, so we couldn't eat them. And unless you were gonna make soup, I was like, I ain't gonna do all that. Too many bones to be making soup. So
freshly caught fish is good. It's so good.
And the captain that took us he was a really good.
Clearing my throat,
why
man.
You clean your throat? I'm talking. Don't do that.
It's okay. I gotta clear my throat.
So the captain was really, he was a really good guy, really nice, and he was really determined to get us to catch fish, and he took us all over the place. He even took us to parts of the water that are only a foot deep. And I asked him, I looked because we could see the grass, and I'm looking down. I asked him, I said, hey, how deep are we in? He just turned around. I was like, I'll put it to you this way. If don't dive in head first because you'll break your neck. I was like, okay. So still doesn't really answer my question, and I get the gist. He started laughing. He was like, it's only a foot deep. It's only a foot, and it was crazy because we're on the boat a foot off the ground in water fishing.
Seemed dumb to me. Crazy. Why you would? I would have gotten out, stood there and.
Man, because I don't want to get my shoes and my shorts wet.
You're out in the ocean with shoes on.
Well, how else am I supposed to get in the boat, Sal?
Barefooted.
Why?
Why you need shoes?
It's to protect my feet, Sal. What's wrong with you?
Man, you can be out there barefooted, man.
Oh my god. Anyway, so while we were fishing, something pretty cool happened. There you go again.
Gotta clear my throat,
Stop.
man.
You do that before the show. Now you're just being petty. So anyway, something cool happened, and we're fishing, and then all of a sudden these group of dolphins show up.
Dope.
They were just chilling. They were curious. They were like, man, what are these guys doing? That was cool. I got the video of it, and I can post it on the Instagram.
For sure. Yeah, post that up.
I'll post it up, and we only got 5 followers. But
That's okay. I'm sure they'll enjoy watching the video.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
That's all we need. We don't need to get big or nothing.
So you had a lot of dolphins around the boat when y'all were out there then?
Yeah, for a little bit. It was really cool, man. Actually, I was really amazed by it. Honestly, because when is that ever going to happen to me again?
Dolphins around me.
Yeah, just swimming up, seeing what y'all doing, and
Cool.
then just peacing out.
Did they pop out of the water with their head up, making little noises?
No,
or anything
they didn't do that.
They didn't do none of that
No,
stuff.
the captain was trying to feed them, but they weren't hungry, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you see any of them like jumping out, making
No, I think the water was not deep enough for them. If they would have done that, they would have broken their neck, I think.
Or their beak,
Maybe.
or whatever that's called. I don't know whatever that's called.
Maybe their mouth. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, but yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. I was like, wow, that's nice.
I wonder if dolphins actually friendly, or are they kind of...
No, they're serial killers of the water world.
Really?
Big time.
So they're just mean.
They're mean guys.
Man, they always portray them in the movies as like good guys and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, they're probably pretty nice dudes.
So
they're probably attacking
to humans, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But to other animals, no.
Wow, that's weird, huh?
Yeah.
So with humans, they're cool.
Yeah.
But then other animals are like, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, they'll walk up to another hood and then go to a fish's hood and just tell them mess around and find out.
Hey, man, they didn't steal out of that stingray hood because them boys don't play, man.
No, the dolphins don't play.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Think they'll kill the stingray?
100%. They'll do it just for fun.
They run in packs, don't they?
Yeah.
Those like dolphins?
Yeah, like, they run in packs like Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube and all them.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey.
It is what it is, man.
You gotta be careful with them, I guess.
You got to.
Well, not us, apparently.
No.
But the other animals.
They're cool with us. Unless you mess with it. There's
I get you.
Unless you poke it a bit, and they're like, nah.
Oh, I didn't tell you, did I? I didn't
What?
tell you. My neighbor, he moved out.
Uh-huh.
I got a new neighbor. Seems all right. He seems like a decent guy.
Yeah. Your neighbors are too close.
His name is Jeff.
Hey, if he ever tells you want to party, you walk
As soon
away.
as he tells me, hey, party hardy, I'm going to be like, nah, Jeff. Nah, bruh.
I'm good. I'm
all right, man.
not gonna party hardy. I'm
I'm not going to party hardy. I'm going to relax.
gonna relax right here.
No, I'm good. I'm all right.
Have a
good day, Jeff.
If he brings over a sandwich and says it's pulled pork, throw it away.
I brought you the sandwich.
Or give it to the cops.
Eat it now.
Yeah, he said no, not gonna. I just had a big lunch.
Hey, I want to rectify that too.
What?
Right? Because
Are we going back to Dahmer? Dude,
just a brief thing that I remembered.
nobody wants to hear us talk
No,
about
no,
Dahmer.
no, no. Just a brief thing that I remember
What?
that I wanna clear because so watching the docuseries, remember we talked about how
I'm still watching that.
Wait, you haven't finished it?
No, I haven't finished. Dude, I didn't realize those things were like 2 hours long.
Man, come on, guys.
Anyway, continue.
So I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be a spoiler for you.
I don't care.
Okay. Anyways, how can it be a spoiler for you? You
I
told
don't-
people spoiler alert. You was talking about it.
Dude, just say what you gotta say.
Anyways, so in the docuseries, the way that they make it out to be is that Dahmer ends up supposedly finding Christ, right? Finding God, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever it is that you bbelieve in. And he changes, right?
Yeah.
He becomes this noble person that's like, hey, I want to be forgiven and I want to do right.
Yeah.
And all that. And so I feel like there's this false... The docuseries gives you this false idea of what happened with him when he got killed, which is like, man, he got killed when he was trying to be a good person. But that's not really what happened. So when you watch other actual documentaries,
Yeah.
they give you a breakdown that he supposedly did do what he did in docuseries where he got baptized and all that good stuff, whatever. But he didn't stop doing the things that they show you before he gets baptized. He kept doing it.
Like he kept messing with people?
So he kept messing with people and saying, oh, look, like making the chicken
Yeah.
look like it was body parts. He kept doing that.
Well, that was one of the reasons why that dude killed him too, because he kept turning his food into like body parts with ketchup as their blood, and he kept messing with people about it.
So, but the docu-series makes you think he stops that and he changes, but he doesn't. After he gets baptized, he still stays the same, and you know, kind of, I guess, in a way, making fun of the people that he killed, I guess, because he's like, oh, you know, this is like a thumb, and he would eat the chicken or whatever and make it seem like that, and it was like, well, I can see why they killed him.
Yeah. The dude was off his rockers, man.
That dude was off the rails, man.
I'm sure he got baptized just to mock.
He might have.
He was a full-blown Satanist.
He might have. He might have done it to be like, oh yeah, see, you guys take anybody.
He had the, he had the Bible and the Satanist Bible or the Satanic Bible, and then he was gonna make an altar with the human bones. So I was like, I'm sure he did it just to mock.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to clarify that because when I watched it, I was like, man, that's to an extent, right? I mean, all along I was like, yeah, he had it coming. Whatever happened, he had it coming, right? Whether he lived, he didn't live. But the docuseries does kind of, if you're one of the type of people that sees it and says, man, this guy was changing his life, though, like, that's kind of messed up. Yeah. That wasn't the case. No. The dude stayed the same throughout the whole time until that guy finally ended him. Yeah, which that dude was still crazy, too. That dude was a whack job, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's Hollywood. I mean, they gotta have a somewhat of a happy ending.
Yeah, they had to do something to where, like, you know, it was kind of like a movie where it's like, oh yeah, but you know, I don't think they should have done that because everything followed along with how he was and his life and everything followed along perfectly until when you really look into it, you see that you're like, yeah, that part, no, you could have done without that because you kind of messed it up.
Yeah. I mean, everything else other than that was pretty accurate, I think. Yeah,
for sure. But anyways, just wanted to clear that up for the audience.
Okay.
In case they didn't see it or they didn't plan on seeing it and they just, maybe they thought, man, that sucks, man, they killed that guy. He was changing. Okay. But no, that wasn't the case.
I guess so. I forgot. We talked about that.
Yeah, man. That was that podcast was like, that was it. That's all we were talking about.
Yeah.
Now we're switching it up. We got some other stuff going on, and it's all right.
What we got going on?
Elon Musk bought Twitter.
Dude, that's
Twitter
old.
twat.
He's over there committing Thanos acts over there, getting rid of everybody.
Oh yeah.
And then
that's crazy.
Yeah,
I think those guys knew it though. They knew he was gonna get rid of him.
Yeah.
It wasn't news, but.
He's not caring at all. Really get rid of like 3,000 people or something like that.
So what's his plan with Twitter?
I have no idea.
Like, what is his aim? Is he gonna be like, hey, everybody can say whatever they want. I'm tired of this censoring stuff. Or
I think that's pretty much what it is. I guess in a sense, he let the inmates loose and
cool,
unbanded everybody and said, "Be free."
Oh man,
so
it's gonna be chaos.
Yeah, so
I love it.
I think that's pretty much what it is, and yeah, I don't know. He got rid of a bunch of people, and then he's gonna start charging people who are verified with their check mark. He's gonna start charging them like $8 or some shit to have the
dope.
Yeah, but apparently, for him to do that, or him doing that, is supposed to help Twitter too. Like, I guess money wise, I guess I don't know. I don't know the guy.
Well, it makes me wonder how these social media platforms generate money. Like, how do they do it? How do they? Because you would think it's like free stuff, right? But there's a lot of advertisement on these platforms. People advertising their businesses or.
Well, yeah, that's how they make money.
Yeah. So.
I mean, we can't get no one to advertise us.
It's all right.
Maybe we can get Marvel with the Deadpool cup.
Maybe. Nah, they won't advertise it.
They won't know who we are.
They don't.
Not yet. Who would they send it to? Would they send it to here?
What?
I don't know. If they were to send us a cup. What if they send us one cup?
We'll split it in half.
Anyway, back to the whole we're off our rockers for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, man, I haven't been on social. I don't really get on social media these days. Like, it's a joke to me. Really, everybody on there, everybody and their mom and their grandma's a joke. that's on social media.
Not the grandmas.
Especially the grandmas.
Why?
Acting like fools up on there, like they ain't got no sense.
What if your grandma's on there?
She might be.
You don't like your grandma?
My grandma's a fool.
You pity the granny fool?
I pity the granny fool. No, but seriously, like, man, it's just like, I really like social media now just because of the funny stuff they put, but you run into a lot of stupidity on there.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous how much stupidity you run into on social media. People getting triggered and bothered over like the dumbest stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, really? Like, I saw, well, that wasn't social media, but it was like a news thing, and it was a report about apparently this guy has like a baking business or whatever, and he makes cakes, and apparently he gets targeted by gays and trans when they ask him to make certain cakes. Like, oh, I would make you to make a wedding cake, but it's gonna be for 2 dudes or 2 girls, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I want you to make a cake. We're gonna celebrate. We're gonna celebrate Romeo making the transition to Rachel, whatever. It's like, okay, and the dude respectfully declines. He's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And people are getting, like, within these groups are getting upset because he's not baking cakes for. It's like, he has the right to choose not to bake a cake.
I mean, I see that, but it's also like, dude, that's money. It's like, what does it matter to you?
Well, yeah, but for example, this guy is he's a religious type.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm not down with it. And again, I do see it from the aspect of, as a business, okay, yeah, it is money.
Well, that's what I'm seeing. It is like, okay, put that aside for a little bit and spend a day or whatever baking this cake for this person to get money for. I was like, what does it matter?
Well, so that's what I'm saying. I was getting to, as in the business aspect, you could say, well, yes, it's money, dude. Like, just make it. But think about it. Let's say they're like, yeah, I want you to bake a cake, and I want you to do the icings be 2 dicks touching each other. Like, bro, if he's not down with that, he's going to feel awkward about it. Like, oh, dude, I'm trying 2 penises touching each other. You know what I mean? I can get that. Yeah. It's something that if you're not comfortable with it, you have the right to say, I'm not going to do it. There should be no reason why you're getting sued.
They're suing the guy?
It's been multiple lawsuits against them over him not baking the cakes that these people want him to bake. Which is like,
it's just a cake.
Exactly. Why are you suing a person over not baking a cake? You do realize I'm pretty sure there's other bakeries that will bake your cake.
Yeah.
Just go to another bakery and bake your cake. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's weird. That's the first time I've heard that. You're suing someone. Actually, I'm not surprised. Suing someone for not baking a cake.
But is what I'm saying? The world has just become ridiculously obsessed and bothered by the most ridiculous of things.
Yeah.
My personal opinion, is what I think. And a lot of other people I know probably agree with this, where it's like, hey, it's all right. It's not that big of a deal.
Just go get you a cake from H-E-B.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can find some cakes on Amazon or little designs on Amazon.
Yeah. Or bake it yourself.
And if, again, still goes back to, if you don't want to pay, or you don't want to bake it yourself, you can pay another bakery to do it. And you'll be okay. You'll be squared away.
You'll be squared.
But yeah, man, it's a lot of that going on in social media, where people just, just getting triggered and bothered over the most ridiculous stuff. Oh, kind of, again.
What?
I wonder
too.
I wonder what the audience is gonna think about this one. Like, I would like feedback on this.
You see, we always say that, and they never do anything. We only get we only get Mike, and Mike's the only one that's a true fan.
Hey, that's fine. I want feedback. It's cool.
Okay.
If it's one person, awesome. If it's 100 people, cool.
Even better.
Right? But if it's just one, that's cool too.
I want a bunch of comments that we can go through and laugh at them.
Now, see, you trying to sink the ship.
How am I trying to sink the
laugh
ship?
at the viewers' comments. Come on, man. They're your fans.
Really? That's bad, but you can talk about baby blood in your coffee?
Yeah, because it's not true. You're really gonna laugh at our viewers' comments. No.
Anyway.
So, I want to hear this.
Now you make me feel like an asshole.
Just
I'm not going to laugh.
He's not gonna laugh.
No.
Anyways, it is. I am kind of shifting back a little bit on what we were talking about.
I forgot
the Dahmer thing.
Oh, okay.
Dahmer thing.
Go ahead.
I'm shifting back a little bit,
Okay,
but we'll come back. We'll come back.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, apparently, the actor
Evan Peters.
Evan Peters. And I think we talked about this on the phone the other day.
Maybe.
I think so. It's kind of like deja vu. But he got, kind of backlash from the victims' family members.
Oh, yeah.
And the show apparently also got backlash from the victims' family members. And the reason why that happened is because they were like, well, there's been like 17 documentaries on Jeffrey Dahmer.
And we've all had to relive through all of it.
Yeah, and there's also been, I think there was like a movie or another show, that docuseries kind of deal that they did.
I know they did 3 or 2 movies. One with Jeremy Renner, who plays Hawkeye, I think, and another one with the former Disney actor. But they're at different time periods of Dahmer's life. But I think the Evan Peters one is the one that really hits it on the nail.
Right.
And just a simple fact, he looks just like him.
He has a very, 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 very close similarity to what Dahmer looked like.
Yeah. Anyway.
So he's getting backlash. The show's getting backlash from the family of the victims because there's been so many documentaries. There's been a couple of shows, a movie, whatever. It's like we're tired of reliving this.
I mean, I could see that. I would.
Okay, so
in a way, I would.
So give me your input on that. So you think?
I mean, I understand them. There's really nothing they could do about it, though. I mean, you can't go head to head with Netflix of all companies. You're not going to win. But the most you can do is voice your opinion, voice that, hey, just I'm done or just stop. But they're not. Netflix is a gigantic machine that they're going to do what they want. If they see a story that's good and juicy enough to get the rights to it, they're going to do it without you wanting them to or not.
Right.
So, because I've heard people say, oh, well, they should sue them or they should get, Netflix should at least pay them. It's like, well, they're not going to do that because they own the rights to all of that stuff. So it's like, they can set lawsuits or they can tell them, hey, give us this, but I mean, they're not going to get anything. So it's just one of those deals. It's like, yeah, I get that, they're tired of living through it. I'd be one of the ones to be like, hey, stop doing that shit. I'm done. I've had to go through it once, and now you're making me go through it 100 times. Like, I don't want to do it anymore. They just want to go live their life. But this just goes back to, I don't know if you remember in the show, one of the titles, his name is Boogeyman, and it just goes to, they're just reliving the Boogeyman. They're just, Netflix is giving him the more power for everyone to remember who he was rather than just forgetting what he did. You get what I'm saying?
I understand. I do understand. But I keep coming back to, do the relatives really actually ever stop reliving what happened?
Never.
I don't think they do.
But I think just the fact that Netflix is glorifying it, making money off of it, and sending it for everyone to see, I'm sure they'll never get over it, obviously. Never. But I think it's just the fact that now their business is all out there now, whereas before Netflix, I'm sure it was contained somewhat. I mean, because honestly, before any of this, I hardly knew who Dahmer was, if I'm being truthful. Mm-hmm. I didn't really know who he was until the show came out, like, I actually dove deep into it. But beforehand, I couldn't really tell you who Dahmer was,
Well, two things. I don't feel like they're glorifying him. I don't. I think it's one of those things where they just, they're putting out, because I knew who Jeffrey Dahmer was.
You met him?
Yeah, I met that guy
That's crazy.
for sure.
Anyway.
No, but I knew of Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, oh, this guy was a serial killer, right? I knew that. I did, however, did not know to what extent he did things and the things that he did. I just knew him as, oh, he's a serial killer.
Yeah.
But I don't think that they necessarily are glorifying him. I think they're just like, for example, as like somebody like me who, hey, you knew of this guy, but this is like a lot of the stuff that he really did, and it was like, oh wow, it lets you see the crazy that's out there.
Yeah.
And I think it helps to be aware of it, right? In many forms. For example, okay, we'll take it this route. Heterosexual wise, if you're out there looking, for somebody to date or just out having fun, whatever, it gives you that alert. Hey, this person might not be who they are. I'm not gonna, say they're that to that extent, but hey, keep it in mind. You want to be safe.
Yeah.
And also on the homosexual side, right? If that's what you're into, it gives you that, hey, let's be safe. This person that I'm trying to date or get to know or whatever may not be who they seem like they are.
Yeah.
And I think that's really, I look at it from that point of view. It's shining a light on the kind of crazy people that are out there. I mean, the show itself said it when he was like, why do you think there's starting to be more of us?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's true. I think there's starting to be a whole lot of crazy people out there, like beyond crazy.
Yeah. I mean, who knows how many serial killers you walk past by every day.
And you don't know it. How many people passed up Jeffrey Dahmer on the street, didn't know what he was doing?
No. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, they just thought of that guy's a regular dude.
Yeah, this dude always comes here and buys beer. Like,
Buys beer. He lives in the projects over there.
Yeah. So I think it does kind of give that. But, I mean, granted, yes, I can understand. I mean, I'm sure these, family members have social media and they probably saw a lot of people posting up stuff. And I know, I get it. Hey, you see something where somebody kind of makes fun and picks fun at the situation, and it could probably, I can get it, irritates you because being one of the family members of that victim, you can be like, man, this person that's my relative suffered by the hands of this person, and you're poking fun at it. I get it. But then again, I come back to nobody's making you watch it. There's not anybody next to you with a gun to your head saying, watch this show, watch these posts. You don't have to look at it. I feel like.
Yeah, but, I mean, if they're constantly throwing it in your face, how are you not going to look at it, though?
Well, it's easy. You don't look at it. Let me ask you something. This is a pretty serious question, and I think it's a serious question for everybody.
What?
When you were a little kid, and I think there's going to be a lot of people that say, well, I'm not a little kid anymore. I'm an adult. Still all the same.
Yeah.
Back in the days, let's trail back. Not even personally, right? Not even on a personal note. Let's go back to the 50s. Let's go back to the 60s.
Yeah.
Who was on social media?
Nobody. Didn't exist.
It didn't exist.
No.
So do we need social media?
Probably not.
You don't. Really, social media is a luxury.
Yeah.
Because you don't need it. Like, you're like, oh, but I stay in contact with... You can call them.
Yeah. I mean, you go back as... I guess the closest would be the 90s. They didn't really have social media back then.
Okay, let's go pretty close 90s. They didn't have social media.
They just had phone calls.
When did Facebook start?
Was it like 04, 05?
Okay, so, 2000, right? So, 2000, early 2000s. So, think about it. 90s, like, nobody cared about social media.
Yeah.
You know what? I can remember the 90s as a younger person. And I remember sometimes, different times, like, you would have your friends, and these were obviously, like, my parents' friends, right? But they were family friends. And it's weird to say, but they didn't even call you if they wanted to come over.
Oh, yeah, they just showed up.
They just showed up, knocked on your door. You're like, oh, who's here? You're just chilling with the family. And then you look out, oh, it's so-and-so. And you open the door, and they're like, hey, we brought some sodas. Or we brought some bread, some sweet bread. Oh, come on inside. Let's get some coffee going, and we'll chop it up.
Yeah. You can't do that now.
You can't do that now, for sure. You guys like, hey, I didn't know you were coming.
Like your neighbor. You can't do that.
Yeah, no.
He might, he might get you.
He might. But point being, nobody had social media, and you lived perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So that's why I keep coming back to you don't need to look at it. Nobody's making you look at it. If you decide that you want to have social media, the truth about it is you have to understand that it comes with something.
Comes with the price.
It comes with a price.
Yeah.
And that's you seeing stuff that you don't like.
Mm-hmm.
That's the realism of it all. Like I have sometimes, to be completely truthfully honest, my mom, I talk with her someday and she'll tell me like, oh my God, can you believe that so-and-so and so-and-so posted this? Why is she showing this? Or why is he posting this? And I'm like, why are you looking at it? And I'll hear her tell me, oh, they're always posting this. Well, if you already know what they're always posting, why are you looking at it? Because if I know, I've had it happen to me where some of the friends create, and I don't care. I don't care if they hear it. They'll create profiles for their kids, right?
Uh-huh.
Like let's say they just, they had their baby and their baby's like 2 years old now, 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old, and they're like, oh, I think it's gonna be cool to create them a profile, and then I'll follow the friends I already follow, but they're gonna be following the profile of my kid, where it's just pictures of me and my kid, or just my kid, right?
Just put it on your own profile.
And I've gotten it before, like probably 2 to 3 or a handful of friends that they've done that. I will block that profile. I don't need to look at your kid 24/7. I already see it on your profile here and there when I'm skimming through. I don't need to see your kid all the goddamn time. I get it. You love your kid. You think, and that's good. That's what you should think about your child. You should think it's the greatest thing that has ever come into your life.
Yeah. You like kids?
Cool. I'm not a fan. I mean, they're nice. They're nice, but
okay, go ahead.
Anyways, you should love your kids immensely. Cool. Yeah. Hey, great. But I don't need to look at you loving your kid immensely. I don't. You need to worry about your kid, not me.
Yeah.
And I mean, hey, like I said, it could be taken any way anybody wants to take it. I'm just saying, me personally, hey, you're doing that and I don't want to look at it. I choose not to look at it. So I'll block you, or I'll block the profile, whatever. So if I'm looking at something, it's because I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
Personally. And I could be wrong.
You got to say, you have to say I could be wrong.
I have to, because I might be. And you know what? If I am wrong, it's okay. I've never been the type of person that's like, I'm right about everything in the world, because I'm an imperfect human being, and there's going to be things that I'm going to be wrong about. However, I also do understand that, being that I have free will, I can choose to believe if I'm wrong about something or I'm not.
Yeah.
And that's just the truth about it. But we can't have that nowadays. We can't have agree to disagree.
No, because it starts a fight.
Yeah, it starts a conflict. What do you mean you don't like mayo? You need to love mayo.
You don't like mayo?
I like mayo. On my corn, man. Yeah.
Oh, you're not making those elotes, huh?
Oh, yeah. And on my sandwich. I need mayo on my sandwich. Maybe a little bit of mustard, right?
When did we start talking about sandwiches?
Oh, I had a... Man, everybody should watch one of my favorite comedians again, Bill Burr, where he's like... He was talking about the whole, gay thing, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, I don't understand this, his whole idea was, I don't understand this issue with people being mad just because, you're not down with the gay thing. He's like, I'm not a fan of mayo either, but I'm not beating up sandwiches because it got me. But basically, he's like, hey, you live your life,
Yeah.
Not being down with something, not agreeing with somebody's personal life or how they choose to live and do things, does not mean you don't respect a person.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to. Mm-hmm. Right? I may disagree in a certain person's lifestyle, but that doesn't mean I disrespect you. Hey, it's cool. You choose what you want to do. At the end of the day, you're a person just like me. You got thoughts, you got feelings. It's all good.
I mean, if it doesn't affect you, then what do you care?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I always see it.
Hey, you do you.
Yeah.
Or whoever you want to do.
I was like, you're doing a what?
Anyways, that's what happened with the whole Dahmer
I forgot we were talking about
situation. Is that the family was like, oh, I personally don't feel like they ever stop reliving that, which sucks, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of, and I might be off, right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I might be off. That's like me having, you know, and I've lost loved ones to cancer before.
Yeah.
I have.
I have too.
I've lost loved ones to cancer.
You don't get over it.
And you don't get over it,
No.
right? You never get over it. But I've watched comedians and they do their thing, and some of them will make jokes about cancer, and I laugh. I do. Because the point of me watching the comedian is he's trying to be funny, and he's trying to make me laugh, right? So, yeah, I mean, I'm watching it. That's not saying that I think cancer is funny. You know, the joke he did, being that it was surrounded by, was funny. But let's go back to the other hand. That's like saying I've lost somebody to cancer, and I keep seeing commercials about the cancer center, and we're me being bothered and say, hey, I don't need to see that you're trying to finish cancer because I've lost loved ones to cancer. You know, they're promoting it in a positive way. Hey, we're trying to get rid of it, right?
Yeah.
It's still all the same. You don't have to look at it.
Yeah. Change the channel.
Change the channel. Right. Same thing with the Dahmer thing. You don't have to look at it. It's on social media. No, don't get on social media. You know that it's gonna go away after some time.
Yeah.
Right. Social media always picks up something else, and that stuff will last for a while, and then it goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, they're gonna pick up something else, and you'll be looking at that for a while.
Yeah. True.
Mine's mixed, so I see all kinds of stuff on my social media.
I thought you said you don't get on it.
Mainly
no more.
funny stuff.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't get on it often. I get on it here and there, and mainly, like I said, it's just to watch funny stuff.
Oh, okay.
My wife is on TikTok a lot. She's like, "Hey, look at this," and I'm like,
"So am I."
The TikTok thing is cool when they show these creative ways to make like certain recipes, like for candies and
like life hacks.
Yeah, and like life hacks. They're pretty cool.
Are you on TikTok?
No.
I know, because I sent you a video and you had me go on YouTube to find it.
Well, yeah, I don't.
What's wrong with you?
I don't.
Look, I'm going to send it to you.
I'm not a TikToker.
And then just send it to your wife and then just look on her phone.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a lot of work to watch a video that's a minute long.
It is. But, yeah, so, yeah, social media comes with a price, I guess, is what we can take out of this. And really, at the end of the day, it's all how you use it, right?
Yeah.
You decide if you use it for good or use it for bad.
I only use it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't really get on it much either now.
I'm always on it.
For your personal one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're always on it?
Well, TikTok, yeah.
Oh, TikTok.
Dude, it's addicting. You get down the rabbit hole, dude, you find all kinds of stuff.
Oh, I know.
You find a clown fighting a giraffe for some reason. Somehow. It's just like YouTube. You click on one video on YouTube, you go down a rabbit hole, and next thing you know, you're figuring out how to make animal balloons out of condoms. I don't know.
Hey, that's cool. Have you tried it?
No. I have never seen a video like that, so what's wrong with you?
I don't know. Maybe you did.
It's an example.
I'm interested to watch how you can do that.
Well, then go on YouTube and find it yourself.
I'm going to look for it.
Anyway.
I guarantee you after this, I'm going to say how to make animal out of a condom.
What?
Right?
Animal balloon.
Animal balloon
Guy.
out of a condom.
What's wrong with you? Did these headphones working? Can you not hear me? Anyway, were you done talking about whatever it is?
I was going to say Creamfield or not.
Hey, that's up to you, buddy. That's if you want to fill it up or not. I don't know what you got going on,
God.
but
anyway,
were you done with the whatever it is you were talking about?
I'm done. What you got?
I don't know.
What you got for me? Throw it.
I got nothing for
Throw
you.
it like a baseball.
Like the Astros?
Like the Astros.
Okay.
Hey, that dude was pitching nice, huh?
Okay.
At the last game.
So I have to ask you, because if you weren't done with whatever it is you were saying, and then I'm getting heckled at about why didn't you finish whatever it is you were saying?
No, I finished.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Was there anything pending?
I don't know.
I know I had the Dahmer thing. I did that. Then I came back to social media.
Oh,
right?
okay.
We were on social media.
We were?
Yeah,
Okay.
I came back to it.
Is that what you came back to?
I did.
Okay, I got
I
you.
came back to social media.
All right.
Social media is just a bunch of crazy stuff, and
Bunch of crazies out there.
yeah, you do what you want with your social media.
Yeah.
I'm not advocating don't have it.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm saying just
Yeah, because if you were, I wasn't gonna get rid of it.
hey, you don't have to listen to me. Most of the time I say up here is bananas.
That's why I
anyways.
don't listen to you.
Nothing makes sense really.
I'm telling you, I promise you, I was zoned off for like 5 minutes because I didn't. That's why I had to ask you if we were done.
Yeah, I know. I saw you. You're like, yeah, yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah. Good.
Anyway, the pitching for the Astros.
Yeah, that guy was pitching nice.
Which guy? There's a lot of guys.
The first guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know his name?
Nah.
Okay.
Don't need to know it.
Just the first guy.
By the way, I didn't jump on the fan wagon or bandwagon, whatever they call it, when they were winning. I was just keeping up with them here and there, like, oh, you know what's going on with them. Because I did have like my coworkers and of course friends, and they were all down with, hey, you know, the Astros. And to be fair, my coworkers and my friends are, you know, they do love the Astros. They're like fans of the Astros and all that, which is cool. It's fine.
Are you not a fan?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, I don't really watch baseball. So
when we're done here, me and you,
yeah,
we're gonna go squabbing outside.
That's fine. Just let me go to the closet real quick.
I'm gonna call Mike. Mike's not gonna be happy about you not being a fan of the Astros.
Well, you know, I don't care.
You don't talk to him anyway. When's Mike coming on the show?
I don't know. We'll see when we get anybody on the show.
We need another Mike. I keep bugging you.
We don't. I mean, even if we were to do it like the way I told you, which is like they could be at home, and we could do it that way too. It's all good. We could still get it done.
How can the people see them?
Cool, because I know how to set it up.
Okay, I got you, bro. That's all I need to hear.
I know how to set it up to where the people will see him.
Okay.
Or her, or them, or they, whatever.
I don't know what he identifies as.
Well, I don't know either. But whenever we get the guest on our show,
we need a guest list.
I know how to do it to where the viewers can see the guest as if the guest was here, and listen to the guest, the audio, as if they were also present on the microphone.
Okay, I got you.
I got it.
Nice.
I can make it happen.
Okay.
Just need the guest.
You think Matcher Mac would come on here?
Man, that would be cool. We could get Matches Mac on here, man.
That would be nice.
You know what? If we could get any, I guess, public figure here in Houston to get on our show, I think we'd be squared away.
Dude, Lord knows we're huge enough to where they know who we are.
Yeah, for sure. No, really. And you know what? Sometimes it's really, it's who you know, right?
Yeah. I don't know nobody.
Okay. You might not know anybody, but you might know somebody that knows somebody.
No.
Or you know somebody that knows somebody that knows something about. That's Trick Daddy.
I know. I know it is. I listened to it today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's Trick Daddy. So.
I know.
But you know, in real talk, you might know somebody and it's just a chain until you get to like, oh, and they know Slim Thug or whatever. Mattress Mac.
Funny you say that because I do know somebody that knows Slim Thug.
So, what is the hold up, man?
The mic.
Slim Thug will buy it, bro. He bring his own mic.
You're gonna make the guest buy his own mic?
Slim Thug will be like, just come to the studio, and we'll go to the studio.
Oh,
Bomb.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Bomb. And then we'll do a podcast at Slim Thug's studio, and then we'll get viewers for sure. That would be dope.
That would be dope. Dude.
So reach out to this contact you got. Just make it happen.
That's crazy.
I'm ready to talk to Slim Thug.
Dude, he ain't ready to talk to you, though.
And maybe afterwards I get on bars with him and drop some bars.
Drop some bars?
Got bars, son.
You gonna drop some bars on Slim Thug?
I'm gonna drop some H-Town bars on Slim Thug and the Bows Hogs.
What about Paul Wall? We need him on here, too.
It'd be dope to have Paul Wall on the podcast. Maybe he'll even bring us some grills made by Johnny Dang.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
That would be dope.
Some Johnny Dang grills.
Some Johnny Dang grills.
It's so expensive though. You can only afford one tooth, and even then, you can't do
They
that.
have a tooth.
Just a bear.
See this half a tooth I got from Johnny Dang, boy.
It's just the mold or the plate with one diamond in the middle of it, and it's the smallest one.
I'll flex that one hard.
The real question is, Sal.
What's up?
When's Joe coming on here?
Hey, man. Like I said, we don't have the mic, but we could set it up to where he don't have to be present. He could be present via video. I could make it happen. I'm telling you.
You know it.
I know it.
You know the software.
I know the software.
Okay, I got you, bro.
I have the software. I paid $5
$5
for the audio software.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's just donation minimal. Like, you could have done more if you wanted to, but for what? If I could buy something for $5, why am I gonna pay $100? You know what I mean? And it's great. It's great stuff.
Okay.
You gotta manipulate it and all that, but you just look up, research it on Google and what to do, and I did it. And hey, I could do it.
Okay, I got you, bro.
We can do it. So the next podcast,
yeah,
if we get somebody that says, "Hey, man, like I can't be there," well, which we don't have the mic anyways, but if we could do it like y'all said, y'all could do it, I'm down. Boom, we'll do it.
We need a mic for Mike.
Hey, I like that one. We need a mic for Mike.
You know he's gonna call me
to drop the mic and ride the bike.
See, you could drop those bars on
without some spike.
You could drop that on Slim Thug.
He'll take a hike.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
You had too much coffee.
Maybe.
What was in that coffee?
Just coffee.
Okay, I got you, bro.
A little bit of creamer.
Don't say it.
But yeah, hey, we get a guest. We can make it happen. They don't have to be here. Like I told you before.
You live too far.
And I live far. I know I do live far from a lot of people.
Why would you do that?
Because I like it out here. It's secluded from other people. I don't have to. It's a small community. You see, my community is small.
Yeah.
And I don't deal with nobody. Everybody kind of keeps to themselves.
But your neighbors are too close to you.
Yeah, but we don't be dealing with each other. It's like a hi, we talk a little bit, and then boom, done. Hey neighbor, how's it going? Doing pretty good. You like the weather? Well, yeah, weather's great. All right, yeah, it's been nice. All right, you have a good one. I go into my house, cook up something, eat it. Jeff is back there cooking up some people.
God damn it, Jeff. What are you doing back there? We need to find out.
Yo, you want to know something crazy? The first time I met this guy.
I always want to know something crazy.
Mind you, he's a new neighbor, right?
Does he wear glasses?
No.
Oh, okay, you're good.
So I'm like, man, see this guy moving boxes and stuff like that, right? The whole moving little experience, I see it. And I go, hey, I'm like, so what happened to Eddie? It was my old neighbor.
Oh, okay. You knew that guy?
Yeah, no, I know. And, yeah, real cool guy. He's like, Eddie moved out. He actually got a job offer in, I think, Switzerland or something like that. It was somewhere else. Mm-hmm. And so he's like, yeah, so he actually he's got a flight. He's taking off tomorrow night or tonight or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, so I take it you're the new neighbor. He's like, yeah. And I look a little closer, not that I needed to, but I kind of focused in a little more, mainly because I was going to greet him, give him a handshake, welcome him to the neighborhood. And so he's coming over to give me a handshake, and he tosses this object into the grass. Because he's like, hey, I'm going to shake your hand. I don't want to be holding this while I'm shaking your hand. The object that he threw on the ground was this freaking AR-15 extended mag, freaking light, and a scope on it.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. He's like, yeah, just one of my mini toys. I was like, interesting.
Oh, yeah, that dude's definitely a killer. A serial killer.
He seems pretty, I don't know, he seemed like the army kind of guy. Like he's been in the army, or he is in the army. He's in the service.
Yeah. However
people word that. I really did get that vibe from him. So maybe he is. That's cool. That's his business. That's fine. But I did think the gun was pretty cool, to be honest with you. It didn't even scare me. I thought it was cool.
Like he threw a whole ass gun.
Yeah, he was like, and it on the grass. It wasn't on the concrete.
No, yeah, I know.
Which I don't think not that it mattered, but
I mean, it kind of does, but
yeah, but he threw it. He's like, oh, boom, and then he came and shook my hand.
I'm just saying,
man,
like,
he had a gun in his hand. That's dope.
You never gonna wash your hand again?
Never. I haven't washed it in a while. I've literally been going.
That's weird.
But yeah.
So he threw just.
Yeah, he was just, holding it next to him like nothing. And then when he came to shake my hand, he's like, oh, threw it.
I mean, he could have just as easily gently put it against the wall or.
Maybe. But I guess he was like, like he said, just one of my mini toys. He probably has more, so he wasn't worried about it. That was probably like the junky one.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, and he probably has one that's like all gold plated out and all that good stuff,
Yeah, like Call of Duty.
Like Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I should have asked him, you called?
You called? You?
Like, what?
He's going to tell you, dude, I called in real life.
Did I call?
Oh, not called.
Called. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've shot a couple people up.
What? That's when you go,
wait,
what?
Like online?
Yeah.
What?
Let's go with that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
That's when you tell them, what?
It's like, yeah, does this look like an online weapon? You right. That looks pretty real.
It looks pretty real.
Yeah, no, it was dope, but it was a pretty interesting first time meeting him.
What are you doing?
I was messing with this.
Why?
And now we got out of control. Okay, there we go.
Oh my God, you are a child.
Snap on.
Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you?
But so yeah, my neighbor's got that. He's got that glizzy.
He got the glizzy on lockdown.
He's got the glizzy on lock, extended mag, light, and a scope.
Okay.
I'll tell you what a beauty. What a beauty. Yeah, I was like, man, I want to shoot that thing. Let me just hold it. At least hold it.
No. He's not, you of all people should not hold it.
Nah, he wasn't going to trust me with it.
No. You just met him.
Yeah, of course. No. And I got to look like a psycho. I'm like, hey, hi, how are you? Probably like, what the hell?
You probably
they got some brownies. It's real doo-doo.
Damn, son. What are you doing? Why are you doing playing at that for?
Oh, my gosh. Remind me of Dave Chappelle.
That guy's crazy. He's funny.
He's hysterical. And, I kind of noticed... Yeah, there's not too much differences to his stand-up comedy from when he was, coming up and when he became really big to the legend that he is now.
Mm-hmm.
Truth be told, like I said, Bill Burr is one of my favorite. He really is one of my favorite. He's super hysterical, but GOAT, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
He's going down as the greatest comedian of all time. I don't think there's any debating that. I don't think there's anybody who can debate and say, nah, Dave Chappelle? No, dude, nah, there's no way. Bro, he's going down as the greatest.
You gotta do stand-up. I think you do good as a stand-up.
You think so?
I think so.
I've had, Yomi told me that one time.
Oh, yeah?
Yomi's
hey,
like,
man, why are you putting people's names out there for, man?
I don't care.
He's gonna sue you now.
He can sue me. That's fine.
He's gonna get the guitar.
He's like, hey, man, how come you didn't do stand-up comedy? You'd be great at stand-up comedy. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could cut it, but maybe.
Yeah.
But
I think we do.
Hey, Dave Chappelle. I don't think I would have ever been as great as Dave Chappelle either way. But I noticed with when he was starting off and then on his come up, his comedy has differed a little bit. And I mean, he's done with the stand-up comedy, obviously.
Yeah, he like retired or something.
Yeah, he did the one that was the last stand-up on Netflix, and man, he mic drop, right? It was epic. But in a lot of the more previous stand-up comedies he's done, he's been funny like always.
Yeah,
it's great humor, but I feel like he's really addressed certain important things, and he's taught things within his comedy of great value. So I actually was watching one of his stand-up comedies a couple of days back, because it's just funny all the time. All the time I watch it, it's just funny. And actually the starting part of that one stand-up that he did was relating how, you find out about these celebrities that have these great careers, they have these great lives, right, in appearance, and then they commit suicide. And then of people that maybe of that lead a really great life. They hit a certain bump on the road, But not once do they ever think about taking their life away. They're like, hey, I keep fighting another day and try to get better at it. You know, try to get out of the situation I'm in. And it's true. Not saying, obviously, that you comprehend what's in the back of somebody's mind that commits suicide, because you never know what somebody's going through in reality. And we're no one to judge, right? Like, I'm no one to judge and say, oh, like, you know, I don't agree with it, but I'm no one to judge and say, you know, you shouldn't have done it, or they shouldn't have done it, or, you know, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know what someone's going through. So, but I don't know, man. I think we're set, huh?
Yeah.
Unless you got something you want to throw out there. Is there anything you wanted to address for this podcast?
No.
This sit down?
I think it's one of my aunt's birthday this weekend, so happy birthday to her.
Cool.
Hope I'm right.
And if
Either way, it's a shout out.
And if you're wrong, you know, hey, shout out anyways to aunt.
To aunt, you know.
Aunt Ruben's aunt. Shout out.
So yeah, happy birthday to her. But yeah, other than that, no, I think I'm good. Just, you know, as always, like and follow the Instagram page, and I'll have those pictures and the video of the dolphins up.
That's what's up.
Sometime tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd like to see those dolphins.
You don't get on it anyway, Sal. Why do you care?
Because I want to see the dolphins. I'm going to get on just to see those dolphins.
You don't even follow the page.
Well, I'm going to follow to watch those dolphins. And then I'm going to unfollow.
You're the co-host and you don't even follow your own page.
Hey, man. I know it's in great hands. So, it's all good.
Is it, though? Anyway, but yes, happy birthday to her. As always, I'm good. Sal, if you're good, like and follow. Subscribe to the YouTube. Please share it. You know, we're trying to get some more views. But yeah.
Awesome. Well, it's been a great one. We'll catch everybody. I'll catch you, and we'll catch everybody else on the next one.
Where are you going to catch me?
Outside. How about that?
Catch me outside.
Have a good one, everybody.
Yes. Have a good one. Good night.